At 14, I started locking my hair and just walking barefoot. Even when you went to the beach, it was like long t-shirts and tights. So the Rasta men that I was trying to say, okay, let's get married, they wanted sexy girls.
Do you think Rastafari women have become more fashionable?
Of course. I love it.
We're continuing with our discussion about Rastafari women and how they have evolved over the years in terms of image and the perception by society now about some of the Rastafari sisters. I'm now joined by Minka, a popular fashion designer, and I want to say former Rasta. Is that correct, Minka?
I hate labels, but yes, I used to be a Rastafarian. I'm not anymore. And I still have learned a lot from Rastafarianism, and I still have, I think from Christianity, Rasta, everything I can learn from, I learn from, and especially where food and health is concerned, you know, I really do have learned, and I basically still live a lot of the principles. It's just that certain things I don't believe in and I don't like to be labeled.
When you were embracing the Rastafari movement back in the days, walk me through who was Minka? How did Minka look? When people see Minka, did they see Minka embodying a Rastafari empress?
Yeah, man. At 14, I started locking my hair and just walking barefoot. Everywhere I was just barefoot. I used to walk to 9 miles to school. I know I used to go to supermarkets. I used to just pick fruit off the trees and just eat that. I was just really, really very into it.
You used to wear makeup too?
Not back in the day. Hell no. No makeup. Even when you went to the beach, it was like long t-shirts and tights down to the ground. You can't show your hair. It was very strict and restrictive. And no makeup, no, you know, no too pretty up, no holy pod, fandangles and those things. When I reached a stage where I could decide for myself and protect myself in a level, I'm just like, I can wear a swimsuit to the beach. I can wear my shorts and makeup, and it's okay. It's fine, you know.
But what was the reasoning behind dressing like that? You were not to appear
provocative,
okay,
and too sexy. You know, you're calling too much attention to yourself. And another thing why I changed was a lot of the Rasta men that I was trying to say, okay, let's get married, or not really get married, but thinking that you're going to attract a Rasta man. They wanted sexy girls. They wanted the girls that were wearing the sexy clothes and the makeup and the fandangles. So I'm like, okay, that don't make no sense to me. So.
But Rasta can be sexy too. Some long, nice, flowing gowns and
I still dress like that, and I don't have a problem. It's the limitations I have a problem with. Like, you know what I said to one Rastaman? I said, okay, so if you can't handle a little skin showing, how are you going to go to Africa and handle nakedness? Where the woman then breasts out a door and is just in a little tie up something. So how are you going to handle that? So it's, to me, it's just be yourself, be free. If I wouldn't go out on the road like, you know, in a certain dressing, walking up and down on the road like that. But at the same time, who am I to tell somebody not to dress like that? If that's what makes you happy, go right ahead.
Yeah. So how did your transition start?
Well, I mean, at first I started realizing that because I had started having a lot of white friends and like being in that whole mindset, I was very prejudiced and very limited. And, you know, like for example, I got offers from Levi's, or, you know, I had an agent in New York that wanted to give me a lot of shows. And I said, yo, firebomb them something, the rest of them weird jeans. And so I started to realize that I was limiting myself in a lot of ways. So it's just reading and just coming to terms with certain things. Now, I'm 35 now and I'm seeing wrinkles and I'm seeing cellulite, and I'm just like, yo, look how it's sexy and hot, and I never celebrated that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, when I'm 60 and all and wrinkle up, I'm not going to have this to celebrate, so celebrate it. You know, it's not a matter of I have it, so I'm flaunting it. It's a matter of I work out, I try to eat very healthily, and especially with the heap of fat now and everything is so fake. You know, I'm trying to say, listen, I'm still all natural, you know, not because I add on a little makeup and I dress sexy. It's still all natural, and, you know, trying to, because the rest of them, right, because the makeup will really clog your pores and all of them something. And, you know, now you see where the world is basically going to
organic.
the health, what they've been preaching all this time. So it's not like anything is really wrong with it. It's just that people put on me. So not because I don't label myself as a Rasta anymore, I'm not going to wear my hair, because this represents consciousness for me and represents that my mindset is at a certain you know what I mean, level.
So do you still, I'm sure you have been going to like Nyabingi and those places.
I don't go to those places anymore. Just like I don't go to the church, because I hate people fighting against each other. I can't stand when I go to Nyabingi and a bubble man walk through and hear fire burn for a dirty piece of cloth. Like, it's just division
What does that
all
mean?
over. Meaning, like, in the divisions then, it was just like when I was growing up, and the division in the church is the same division you have in the Rasta. You have the Bobo tradition, you have the 12th tribe, you have the Nyabingi. So when, like, for example, a Bobo that have a head wrap and a turban goes to a Nyabingi session, not all of them, but you will have some people, and a lot of people will say, firebun a turban cloth, firebun a head wrap Rasta, and I can't take the division, I can't deal with it. Some Rastas believe that you shouldn't show your hair just out in the public. It's something that's personal and private and sacred, so you don't show your hair. I didn't show my hair for years because I had the same belief. The thing about it is, when you really search history, because what I like about Rasta is the Afrocentricity of it. But we were doing all of that. We were grinding up malachite and making makeup as Afrocentric beings from long time. And as we say, sexy and, you know what I mean, fashion from long time.
Hot
so is, you know, it's really still in context with our roots, same way, you know what I mean? It's not like you're straying too far from who you really are.
We have seen also that some of the artists in dancehall, how they themselves have evolved from.
And I mean, like, it's like sometimes when even, I would say, like a sister would sing certain song and people is just like, Lord, and I'm like, okay, but Rasta have sex too. So it's like, why is it a big deal, you know? Like, stop acting, you know, be real, be real. And I'm so tired of this whole fake thing. And I think that is one of the reasons why I kind of pull back, because of the limitations. Be real, be yourself, you know. The pressure. Yeah, because 80% of the world live for other people and live by other people's regulations and not what truly makes them happy. Because to me, there's no sin, there's no mistake. You live and you learn. If you don't make mistake or so-called mistake, you can't learn. And wisdom is, you know, feels so good to know and to be wise, you know.
And to be fabulous.
Of course.
Thank you so much for being here, Minka.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure a lot of people will see you on the road and say, sexy Rasta girl.